what you saw on Saturday and how the sacks started to kind of pile
up? It was something. We were given. It just kind of came out early, and I don't feel like we started the game off very well. And then we settled down, and in spurts we played pretty good. And then, like I said, sometimes those things happen. And it was something we don't expect that ever in what we do, and that's the most we get in a long time. And it's definitely not what we're looking for. But like I said, it was something we came out. I don't think we're ready to play, and that's on me, not getting those guys ready to go. But we settled down, did some good stuff later.
Obviously, they'd only given up 5 sacks until that point, and I think they expected a lot of themselves, thought highly of themselves, and felt like maybe they were playing well. Do you think maybe got a little complacent?
Obviously, I would think early in the game maybe some complacency was there. We had a pretty good game against them the year before. So I think early in the game that was the case. I don't think it was the case at the end of the game, though.
Is Buckner a guy that you just kind of have to game plan the entire offensive line around?
Well, he's definitely really talented. It's one of those things. They do so much stuff that you can't. They move him all over. He plays everywhere on the line. So it ain't like you can just scheme up an entire protection based on where he's at. You know what I'm saying? But he's definitely a really good player, and whoever's blocking, you have to get ready.
When someone can move around like that, and they're maybe their best player, does that change the calls in some ways? That's sort of like finding the mic.
Well, it's the thing is he might get all the credit, but those other guys are pretty good too. They got. Their D lines is bigger than our offensive line, and obviously they're really talented. So it's one of those things that he's very disruptive, but the guy next to him and the guy on the other side, they're pretty disruptive too.
It doesn't seem like they bring that many rushers too often. Does that help in any way?
Yeah, it always helps. The less guys you got to block, that always helps. So if we can get 5 on 3, that's odds in our favor usually. So, but yeah, the less guys they bring, that's usually better for us.
I guess a better way of phrasing it is, how do they manage to create pressure without such a heavy package?
And they got really talented guys. Like I said, they're very violent with their hands. They're good coming off the ball, and they play pretty hard up front. So it's one of those things that you better be ready to go.
Coach, you've talked about run protection and pass protection. One being better than the other week in, week out. What have you seen from the offensive line in terms of improvement so far this week?
Like I said, I would say probably a little step back in the pass pro last week. I think we'd been a little bit better than that in the previous 3 games. We did some pretty decent stuff in the run game, fit up some decent holes, but we're still not finishing blocks very well. We're a lot better now than we have been at the point of attack, but we got to be better finishing downfield and finishing through and getting those guys through. So we really got to improve on that.
Thanks.
All right.